First of all, you need to write on your notes, go ahead and write this proportion or this formula down. A over B equal P over 100. Okay, that's the first thing we're going to write down. Okay? Now, what these mean. A is equal to the part of the whole. Okay, also called the percentage. Okay, not the percent, but the percentage. Okay, but your book is going to refer to it as the part of the whole. Okay, B is equal to the total. P is equal to the percent. And 100 is always constant. Okay, it stays the same. Okay, so what they're going to give us today is that the first few sections of this is fairly simplistic. Okay, because you're going to be looking for the same thing each time. Okay, you're going to be looking for the same thing each time. So, for example, the first problem that they give us is 70% of 100. Okay, that's a fairly simplistic problem. Okay, because we've really already covered it in Chapter 17 where we talked about ratios and percent to the 100, things of that nature. Okay, but I want to go ahead and use this simpler one to plug into our proportion. Okay, now, the key to this is where the of is. Okay, eventually we're going to have more complicated sentences than this. Okay, very simplistic sentence to help us learn the basics of the proportion. Okay, of, on each side of the of will be a percent and a total, our P and our B. So what's left then? What are we missing besides the P and the B? We've got it, so what are we missing in our proportion? The A, okay? So we simply plug in the information that is given to us. 70% is the P. So if I have my proportion, here's what my proportion looks like right there. Okay, 70 is the P. It goes where the P was. Okay, then 100 is the B. That means I'm looking for A. Okay, now we have to solve it. Okay, we solve it by taking and cross-multiplying just like we did in proportions in Chapter 16. Okay, Chapter 16 is where we talked about proportions. So I just have a proportion that you will solve. Okay, you have a proportion that you will solve. So then what I have then is A times 100 is equal to 100 times 70. Okay? A times 100 is 100A. 70 times 100 is 7,000. Okay? How do I solve 100A times 7,000? How do I solve that? Do what? I divide by what? Correct. We're trying to get A by itself. Okay? So to do that, we must divide both sides by 100. Okay? When you get both sides by 100, you can just cancel out those zeros. On the left side of the equation, the 100 cancels, leaving me with A is equal to 70 over 1, which is 70. Okay? So, 70% of 100 is 70. Now, like I said, that's a very easy one because I used 100. Okay? I want to look at number 2. Here's what I want you to do on number 2. Okay? I want one person in your group to, on their whiteboard, give me this. Okay? How to set up the problem. Okay? And then another person on the whiteboard is going to give me the answer. Okay? Is going to give me the answer. When you have both of those things done, hold them up so I can see. Okay? So you're going to hold them up. You get it done, hold it up. I'll come by and check what you got held up, and then I'll tell you yes or no on both of them. Okay? And if I say no on one of them or no on both of them, you got to redo it. Okay? So obviously you can use the whiteboard or your paper to get that done. Okay? So start now. Number 2, go. I'm going to give you 4 minutes to do it. So the first thing you do is set it up in your proportion. Okay? Second thing you do is solve the proportion. If you've only got one thing, then you'll need to show me the proportion and then show me the answer. Did you find one? So you haven't been able to download one? Let's see if I can. Hey, look. So I want you to check this, okay? Everybody look at the screen. 35% of 317. Okay, remember, our proportion is always the same. Okay, A over B equal P over 100. So that means I'm going to take this is the percent. So 35 over 100 is equal to, this is the B, the total. So it goes on bottom. This is our A that is missing. Okay? That goes on one of your whiteboards. Okay? Then the group solves that. So the group is going to be on your notes. Okay? And you multiply. Okay? You cross multiply. That gives me 100A equal 317 times 35. All right, now when you get 317 times 35, that's going to be 100A is equal to, what, did anybody multiply that out yet? Should be 11,095. Okay, 11,095. So we take and divide each side by 100. Cancels on the left side. That gives me 11,095. Okay, and now you have two zeros. When you're dividing by powers of 10, remember from earlier in the year, when you have two zeros, you're going to move the decimal two places. Once, twice. Okay, and that would give me 110.95. And that is what A is equal to. And that's the other thing that you would put on your whiteboard. Okay? Okay? So, this is one thing you would have on your whiteboard. This is the other thing you would have on your whiteboard. Okay? Now, the rest of the work for right now you can do on your notes, or if you've got, if you're like Michael and you've got the big iPad out, the iPad mini, and you can do it on that, makes it easier. That way you can save it as well. But you need to, whatever you do, you need to save it if you do your work on your iPad, because that way you'll have it for your notes and you can go back and check it. Okay? All right, now, listen to me. Listen, everybody listen. I want you by Monday to download this app. It's free. It's called Math 42. Okay, Math 42. Not sure if they have it in Android, but I think they do. I haven't checked yet. Okay, but Math 42. Okay, I want you to have Math 42 downloaded on your phone or your device by Monday. We will use it on Monday. Okay? Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Do they have it? Have you found it? Yeah, top one. Math 42. You're pretty good at that. I stink at that. Let's see. That's a good one to have. Photo math, yeah. It's a picture. You can use your camera and put it on a math problem, and it solves it. Now, it doesn't, like these type of problems, it's not going to do these type of problems. It'll do problems like that. And how to get that? Same way you're getting that. See, if I'm dividing, for example, if I've got, let's say I had, and I'm dividing, let's say it was 1,000, like that, and I divide by 1,000 to both sides, then that's going to move my decimal 1, 2, 3 places. And so it'd be, no, I'm just saying if I was, I'm showing her why we can move the decimal. It would move it once, twice, 3 times if it was 1,000. If it was this divided by 10, then you just move it one time.
So it's because of the zeros?
Yeah. And it only works on like 10, 100,000s, 10,000s, 100,000s, millions. It doesn't work on anything else. Like if I had 200 there, you got to divide it out. You can't just move the decimal. So that's why we're able to do that. All right. Go ahead and put your desk back. Okay. Your homework is to have that Math 42, or the one of you, the Android folks, those of you that have Android, you can download Y Solver. Okay, it's similar to Math 42. No, that's it. We're going to finish it up on Monday. Hey, listen to me. Listen. When you come in on Monday, hey, stop what you're doing. Guys, focus. Isaiah, focus on me and not your mouth. Okay, when you come in on Monday, go ahead and just break into your groups, bring your devices, and we'll start doing some more, working more on this 18.1. Okay, so your only homework is to download Math 42 if you're iOS Apple, or download YSolver if you're Android. Okay? Bring your devices on Monday to class. YSolver. Hey, it was like the third app under when you did Math 42, it was like the third app down. Okay? You may go once your desks are back.